The world abounds in change through man's ability.
Doug, can you please help us? The two of us need a lot of help. We don't know what the fuck butter is. We can't figure out, doing no research, just talking. We were trying to figure out
how milk becomes
how butter.
Welcome to Foulcast. I'm Josh. That's Ken. That's Doug. How butter?
Gentlemen, how butter?
What do butter?
How does one make butter?
Do you want the steps, or do you want to know what happens to the milk?
What happens?
Like, do you got to put something in the milk?
Well, it's actually cream. You use heavy cream.
And
so not just milk.
What is heavy cream versus milk?
Okay, heavy cream is milk with a higher fat content.
Okay.
So like, fat's lighter than water.
Yeah.
So the cream, as they say, will rise to the top.
Ah, okay.
And they skim that off and use it for stuff that needs more fat in it, and then the milk is for, stuff that doesn't need quite as much fat. The milk is for me. You're not wrong at all. It's been that way for time immemorial.
I missed a chunk of that explanation because you said Fat's milk. And I started thinking about Fat's Domino and what Fat's milk's special would be.
We'll come back to that, sure. That's good. So you take the heavy cream, which is like a lot of milk fat, and then there's milk solids too.
Right.
And you basically agitate it a lot. And what that does is it makes the fats kind of bond together.
Okay.
So you're basically squishing the fat together in the cream. And when you're done, that's butter. So butter is milk fat.
Accessibility shortcuts, 18 items, voice guide, off.
Is there a remote in there? So if you just make a fart noise into the microphone, it thinks you want accessibility options. I thought that was a porn for a second. It was the Netflix startup sequence.
Okay, so I don't know how long of a drive we'd have to take to come up with that, but
I just know Casey's getting it tonight. So y'all walk in the door and Doug's gonna be like, "The boys, let me talk about milk." We talked about several different types of milk.
Did you guys not make butter in kindergarten?
No.
Oh shit, dude. Yeah, no, they gave us each a little mason jar and put some cream in it. And they were like, all right, everybody start shaking. And we're all like, yeah, shaking. And then 5 minutes later, they're like, all right, is everybody ready for butter? And we're like, yeah. And they're like, tough, it's not done yet. Keep shaking. They're like, look at it. And you look at it. And you're like, it's still cream. And at some point, it becomes butter.
So that heavy cream in my refrigerator, I can just shake it for a while.
You can shake it for a long damn time.
Yeah.
But yes.
So shake less of it.
There will be, it'll turn into butter and buttermilk. So buttermilk is milk that's had the butter squeezed out of it, or is cream that's had the butter squeezed out of it.
Okay. Probably would have came back last week. Now tell us about buttermilk.
I'd be like, remember last week? What's left over after you take the butter out? But then you also want to press the butter. Some people will wash the butter with with water, and they'll just knead a blob of butter with water, and then squeeze the water out. And you salt it if you want it to be salted butter.
Okay.
Pack it into whatever. But yeah, we made butter in class and put it on. Teacher brought fresh baked bread for us to put our homemade butter on, and it was one of the best things I've ever put in my mouth.
Yeah, I bet she bought that from the store.
I don't know. I knew the difference between store-bought and fresh bread back in the day. Yeah. Yeah. I was the kid who walked in on the first day and was like, I know how to tie my shoes already. And she's like, oh, fuck. That's my big finish.
My dumbass over there. Mine light up!
This butter talk reminded me. I misrepresented Adriana Chechik the other week when I said she's not really going to retire from porn. She's just going to do OnlyFans. No, she's quitting porn.
Well, yeah, she doesn't. She's busted up now.
Well, yeah, that too. But she spelled it out, and her game plan was to, like, you know, she's leaving, like, big studio porn, and then she's going to use OnlyFans to, like, supplement herself for a while, but she was going to get into, like, being a life coach and shit. And then she just destroyed her ass.
You could still be a life coach after that. You just have to do it
I
sitting down.
imagine that's the long-term goal.
Yeah.
But she did not plan on still porning. She was leaving the biz.
She's done.
I was afraid for a second you were going to be like, I said she wasn't going to leave the porn industry, but she did. She's dead.
Oh, yeah.
No.
That's a really fucked up way to tell somebody that somebody died, but it would have been funny.
Well, when we last parted ways, I'd regaled you all with the story of Liza. Gentlemen, I looked on the Adult World website because they have, like, a stripper schedule. Liza's fucking long gone. I think I broke that girl's career.
Was Liza on there before?
Yeah,
Okay.
she ain't on there anymore.
I was gonna say.
Oh yeah, I really did also expect. She never worked there. She just comes in to, like, grind on some dudes and tell them about the conspiracies.
I think I changed that girl's life.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
how?
Oh, probably not for the better.
Like, she spent 45 minutes grinding on my stomach telling me about the global
The elites.
whatever the fuck, yeah, the Illuminati, and I think she's long fucking gone, man.
You think she bugged out and
Oh,
went
yeah.
off the grid?
Yeah. I think that girl went home and she's like, I can't fucking do this anymore. Because, like, when she was writing about, like, Jesus and shit, she was probably like, this is not the life Jesus would want for me.
Oh my god.
Okay, she had a Yeshua tattoo across her neck. So she must have felt pretty strongly about it.
Oh my god.
What's that?
Yeshua is Jesus' real name. Jesus is like a Romanization of Yeshua,
Okay.
which incidentally is the Hebrew version of Joshua.
Okay.
Oh,
So Josh,
fuck.
you have the same name as
Oh,
Jesus.
did you tell her your name?
I did.
Oh no!
Oh God! Oh no! You did change her life.
Oh, Liza, come back! It's okay.
I grinded on the Messiah for 45 minutes.
I really was that girl's come to Jesus moment.
Why come to Jesus
Oh,
when
I
you
should-
can make Jesus come to you?
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Make Jesus come.
Make Jesus come to you. That's a great, like, tagline for like a bit about like a delivery Christianity service. Like, they bring church to you on Sundays so you don't have to go out of the house. Like, you're too busy, so you order out for church and have it delivered. Contact free. They put it on the doorstep and take a picture of it.
Who would want that?
No, nobody would want that. Not
Like,
even
even church people don't want that.
No, because honestly, the real reason to keep going to church is the community that you get there.
Yeah.
So, like, if you're not going in and seeing everybody in church, what's the fucking point? That's why I don't understand televangelists.
Oh, I do.
Oh, they just send you the money.
Oh, no,
Just
I
send
understand
the
why
money.
they do it. I don't understand why people watch them.
People are dumb.
You're just getting the sermon, but you don't actually get the community aspect out of it.
Yeah, refreshments. You don't get cheese balls.
You don't get cheese balls. You don't even get donuts.
Cheese balls were a frequent.
Mm.
Big bowl of community cheese balls. Set
You
up
went
at the
to
back
a
of the church.
white ass church.
I went to a country church.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same difference.
Yeah. We had one black people.
You had a black
We
people?
had one black people.
I think we had, well, one black lady and her kids.
Okay. Well, did the kids not count as people? Does each of them individually count as a fraction of a person, Ken?
I mean, by weight.
This is getting real racist.
We're going
right
by weight.
now.
No, even the white people's kids, we only count them as halves because.
Well, if you had one black people and there was a mother and her children,
Yeah.
that indicates that if she had 2 kids, that would be one person. So what does she count for?
Doug, I forgot she had kids.
Unless the kids are worth less than half because they're black.
Not because they're black.
You went to a racist church.
Probably.
I mean, honestly, probably,
Probably.
but I probably did too. My church was the one that got in trouble for showing that
That
super far right
Mastrano,
film. Yeah.
No, we had one black lady and her kids, and then the one couple adopted a black girl. That's it. For my tenure, that's all I remember. That's all I remember.
So there was a total of 4 black people
4
in your church?
black people total over the course of whatever many years, 8 years, whatever it was.
Honestly, not a bad ratio for Middletown, right?
Yeah.
My report for the week, just so you know, The Lost Boys, pretty good movie.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I like The Lost Boys.
You can still see that guy playing saxophone.
Mm-hmm.
He tours. He still tours as shirtless muscle guy playing saxophone.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, he was just at the Gettysburg Horror Con this past year. I think he's there every year.
Was that an actual
It's
band
probably
in the movie?
still there.
Do you know?
I don't know about the band. I know it's just like...
Like he was just a dude that they put on stage?
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. I never looked into it. I should probably listen to the commentary track. I have the Blu-ray and just see yeah, we saw this guy. And we were like, well, the fuck not. Because I don't know how else that guy ends up in that movie.
Oh. It's a weird film.
I mean, the fact that he's still on that gimmick all these years later, and he stayed in shirtless sax guy shape.
Yeah, he's
He's
older.
dedicated to this.
He's older,
Yeah.
and his hairline's obviously farther back, but he's pretty much the same guy.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like the same guy. Yeah.
I mean, that's a guy who got his gig and he stuck with it.
Yeah.
That's fucking more power to him.
And you know what? When you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life.
And like, Gettysburg never flew me into their horror con.
That's right. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It just sometimes you realize one day that what you truly love in life is taking your shirt off and playing saxophone. And then you just decide that you're never going to do anything else. Except work out, apparently.
Yeah.
Playing sax doesn't burn all that many calories, as it turns out.
No, but the speed. Oh. The speed sure does.
Yeah, it does. Kills your appetite, too. Double whammy.
Mm-hmm.
Double whammy. So, we're all big fans of horror comedies here.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like, I can't think of a horror comedy that any of us would turn our nose up at. But I couldn't remember having watched The Lost Boys.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, well, that's always billed as a horror comedy. And I watched it, and I think I may have actually seen it years ago.
Sure.
But I would not have called it a horror comedy.
No, I don't
There are
think it
some
is.
funny lines, but that's just like a fairly lighthearted vampire horror movie.
Yeah, I think it just because it's not like hardcore.
Yeah.
I don't really.
There's gore in it, too.
I really don't think of
but
it as a horror comedy either.
Yeah, I'd never classified it as one.
every time I've ever seen it referenced, like if the genre is pointed out, it's either horror and comedy as two separate genres that it's in, or horror comedy.
Maybe two separate genres, but yeah, I never thought of it as a horror comedy.
I guess, like, you got the Frog Brothers and you got the Grandpa, so people are like, oh yeah, you can get laughs out of that.
Yeah.
But no, I think of it as more of a straight up vampire movie.
Yeah. I wasn't disappointed in it. I still liked it, but I was expecting more comedy out of it.
Vampires, school people.
Probably gonna watch From Dusk Till Dawn 2 next.
You should watch. Did you watch Fright Night?
Oh, I love Fright Night.
You should. Have you watched Fright Night 2?
I know that I've watched Fright Night 2.
Uh huh.
It was back in the day when I was honestly probably just like, I would have probably been like maybe 15, probably younger. I liked Fright Night, and I finally got the opportunity to watch Fright Night 2, and I did, and never did it again.
Oh, I think Fright Night 2 holds up pretty well.
Yeah.
It's a different kind
I
of
should
movie.
give it a rewatch.
Yeah,
I may
it's
just
pretty
have not
cool.
appreciated it because it wasn't what I was expecting.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why there would be a sequel to it, but
That's the
it's
thing.
pretty
Like,
good.
why would you have any expectations going into that movie after watching Fright Night? You're
Yeah.
like, oh, there's a sequel? What the fuck is that about?
Yeah. Exactly. It was like it's like a cool, but I didn't even know it existed until a couple years ago, and then I watched it, and it's like, I got somewhere, found a recommendation of it, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, that's not too bad. It's a different kind of movie, so.
I do take issue with your previous statement that none of us would turn our nose up at horror comedy.
Which one would you turn your nose up at?
It's the third movie in a series.
Halloween?
Touched my life in a horrible way.
Ghoulies.
Always go to college.
Okay, I would probably call any of the Ghoulies movies an attempt at horror comedy.
They gave them wise guy voices.
Yeah, they tried.
We're gonna bite your asshole when you sit on the seat, you see? No. Shit in my toilet, I make you pay.
Fuck.
Oh man, that is a series that is never watched them.
No,
It is a Ken movie, and I've never watched them.
I've only seen the first two and clips of the fourth one because I had to test.
clips of the fourth one too.
I had to test it out because I was trying to track down a good quality rip of it.
Okay.
And yeah, I wasn't impressed by anything I saw. You sat through that whole thing, didn't you?
Oh, I watched them all.
You watched them all.
Fuck.
Because I mean, when you're watching horror movies, like at least 31 a month, every October,
Yeah,
you got to find something to get you through the day.
true.
Yeah.
Don't go that way.
Nope.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, you're right. There are
I
bad
walked so
horror
you could run.
comedies. Yeah. See, here's the thing, though. You didn't turn your nose up at them. You watched them.
Yeah, but
You'd turn your nose up at watching it again.
Yeah.
You'd probably plug your nose at the idea of watching it again.
yeah, I don't plan on. I wouldn't even go back and watch the not horrible Ghoulies movies.
No,
No.
it's been ruined.
I mean, they were just like, it's whatever to begin with, but after Ghoulies 3, Ghoulies 4, no, I do not care to go anywhere near that series.
Would you categorize the Sleepaway Camp sequels, 2 and 3, as horror comedies?
An attempt at.
Yeah? You
Yeah.
think they were trying for humor?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they absolutely were.
Because they were ridiculous.
Yeah.
I never
First one
saw.
wasn't, but no?
No.
Made a
I'd recommend them.
fuck a lot of money. I made like $300 selling those Blu-rays.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah, they went out of print.
Yep.
And I was like,
That
why?
series has a huge fan base.
And I was like, why am I even bothering keeping these? I'm never gonna watch them. Like
You've already ripped them, right?
yeah, like the first one's the only one I care to ever rewatch. So
I didn't think the first one was, like, amazing either.
did you know what was gonna? Did you know the twist?
No, I didn't when I first watched it.
Yeah.
But I watched that movie for the first time after having seen Let the Right One In. Or Let Me In.
Uh huh.
Which has the same twist at the
Yeah.
end, except it's a fucking vampire.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, if it's a vampire, it doesn't even matter.
Right.
Vampires aren't really gendered, are they?
It doesn't really have an effect on how this creature does its thing.
Yeah. But
I mean, they sure do fuck a lot, but I guess they don't reproduce by fucking.
no.
So.
Yeah. Yep. And if you watch What We Do in the Shadows, you will remember that pretty much everybody in the cast has fucked pretty much everybody else in the cast at some point. That's probably true of the actors too, if we're being honest. But
I haven't seen the series, but I really enjoyed the movie.
I think I like the series better than the movie, even though it has a completely different cast. A big part of that is Matt Berry. I fucking love Matt Berry.
Yeah.
He's a treasure.
Funny guy.
Yeah. And he shouts a lot. I like that.
I don't think I watched any horror comedies this year.
Oh.
Parodies.
Ooh, Saturday the 14th. You ever
Heard of
see
it,
any of
never
those?
watched it.
I loved Return of Saturday the 14th. I
Cannibal
think?
Flesh Riot. That counts as a horror comedy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, then I did.
I hope it's supposed to be a comedy because otherwise I don't know why half of that movie's in there. I'm like you watch it and you're like, this isn't played for comedy.
Yeah.
But it's funny.
I just randomly looked at his website and the DVD was still for sale, and I was like, yeah, why not? It's
Fuck
cheap.
it. Yeah. It's cheap on his website, but if you look at like Discogs, it sells for more than it does on his
He
website.
just started selling his shit through Discogs then.
Just drop ship it.
Yeah. I watched Blades.
Blades.
That's a... I mean, I guess it's a comedy, but it's more of a horror parody. It's Jaws on a golf course.
Oh.
With a possessed killer lawnmower.
Oh.
It's not either of the things I was hoping it was going to be. I was hoping either you said you were going to say you watched the Blade trilogy,
No.
or that there was a new Puppet Master movie.
About... No. No, it's...
Not a big budget for that one, huh?
No, that was a Trauma. It was released by Trauma Adventure.
Trauma?
Yeah. It wasn't a Trauma movie, but
Okay.
it was they distributed it.
Like, tell me what it's about again?
Golf course.
Mm-hmm.
Possessed killer lawnmower. Is
Got
the
it.
Monster. Nobody can figure out why everybody's showing up all chopped up.
This is literally like some kids sitting around going, we should make a movie. What can we realistically do? My grandpa has a golf course.
Yeah, but it was... They put money into it. Like, enough to get, like... Make it look like a movie. And nobody looked up, like, completely unprofessional. It wasn't good. But, you know.
I'm sorry, I was just distracted by an email. You know how you're not supposed to use the same password for everything, and it's a lot more secure if you just get like a password like manager. And the most popular of those is obviously LastPass. So I was like, yeah, you know, I should be more secure with my passwords, especially with work. I'm just gonna go ahead and sign up for a LastPass account and run that. And I did, and I just got an email.
Yeah, they had, like, a breach of some sort.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we use you for the exact opposite reason of what's in this email.
Yeah, I got my dad using LastPass, but he still uses the same password for everything. So it's been kind of pointless.
I can't get DDs at anything. Other than, I guess, the iPhone face recognition thing.
Mm-hmm.
But if I have to ask her for a password, fucking forget it. It's a 15-20 minute ordeal for trying to figure out what secret file she kept it in. Oh my god. It's just like, come on, I set you up with this like 3 times.
Yeah, and honestly didn't save as much time as you wasted
Yeah.
looking for the password.
Yeah.
Like, by not using LastPass.
Just
Well.
Well, since we left off, I visited another doctor. I got to go see the colorectal surgeon.
yeah.
And I went in there and he's like, so what's happening? I'm like, I'm gonna be straight with you. I think I prolapsed my asshole. And he looks at me
I'm
and
sure
he,
he appreciated the
Right.
because
the candor.
most
Yeah.
people coming there are probably like, well, see,
So my down there.
yeah, like my shitter's falling out.
like, well, why do you say that? So I walk him through everything, and he's like, so here's the thing. I doubt you have a rectal prolapse because it is extremely rare that this happens to men. Like, it's not impossible, but it's very rare that this happens to men. I'm going to bet that what you have are just hemorrhoids. I'm like, well, that would be great.
Please sign me up for hemorrhoids.
It's like, so I'm going to have you get on this table here, and we're going to take a look at everything. So
I thought you said we're going to take a look at her.
My butthole is a he, actually.
Yeah, actually.
Butthole goes by he, him.
My buttholes. These are my buttholes pronouns.
They're not necessarily the same as yours.
They.
My butthole's a he, they.
I get on this table, and this table is a ride, man. Like, it goes from, like, down where this hassock is to rising up and up and up, and he's like, just lifting you up so we can see better. No, yeah,
So
sure.
you're like face down?
No problem, yeah. Like, well, no. It would be like me, my stomach is laying across this table, but my ass is hanging off, and I'm kneeling down here.
Okay. Yeah, it's not a great position to... It's not a position of power.
So yeah, I'm bent over this rising table, and he's lifting it up, and I'm thinking like, well, he's just lifting it up to like a height where he doesn't have to, strain or anything to
You gotta look at buttholes. You don't
Yeah.
want
look in my ass.
to sore back from looking at buttholes.
If you're going to look at buttholes, do it in comfort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like,
Ergonomics is important.
Yeah.
and then he's like, all right, wrap your arms around that and hang on. I'm like, wait, what? He's like, yeah, just down there, like, wrap around that. And then the table goes from fucking horizontal.
Oh, he's gotta look down. He's gonna look down.
Yeah, man, I'm like at an 80-degree angle then. Thinking, I'm gonna fall this table on my face.
Strap you in or nothing? Just like hang on?
No, it's just
Hang on, I'm going to flip you upside down.
the weight of my knees and my arms
Yeah.
are suspending me on this table.
Oh, my God.
Didn't even give me a seatbelt.
Didn't fall off. Did
He didn't even warn you to keep your arms
No.
and legs inside the car.
you? Legs in the air and shit.
You said the table was a ride.
Hey, it was a ride.
It was literally a ride.
Yeah, so he put a finger in there. He complimented my asshole tone. It's
Oh, you have a toned ass.
yeah, so it's a good strength asshole.
This is the second doctor who's told you this, right?
Yeah. My primary doctor also thought my asshole felt nice. So, anyone out there wants to fuck my asshole?
No, we're not fucking the asshole. We don't want to go
Right.
back to this.
He takes
Be
his-
like, okay, we're definitely prolapsing now. Because I just got pounded.
He takes his finger out of your ass. He's like, it's really nice. It's really nice.
He's like, oh, look at that.
Takes the glove off.
Finger's all white.
Man.
No blood in that finger, man. You're good. You weren't wearing a glove? Yeah.
Yeah, so like, he'd give me his whole pep talk about how this cannot be a fucking prolapse because this just very rarely ever happens to men. Freak accident. Well, then he puts the asshole spreader in my asshole and cracks that fucker open. And he's like, well, you got some edematous tissue here.
Which is...
Very swollen.
Okay, you guys...
Edemacious maybe was the word.
Edemacious.
I don't know. He couldn't just level with me and be like, yo, your asshole fucked up, bro.
If I made a blaxploitation film, I would have a character in it named Edemacious Johnson.
Yeah, so as soon as he looked in there, that table was going right back down. He's like, I'm going to need you to go in the bathroom and push this thing out. Yeah, so suddenly you're not so confident about this anymore, huh? So I went in the bathroom, like, I don't have to go, though, so I'm not going to be able to push anything out, because I went before I came here.
I don't understand why you have to push it out. He was just inside your asshole.
Well, because
Well, he wanted
he
to
saw
see
something
that.
in my asshole, and he wanted to see what comes out of my asshole.
What the
Yes.
issue was.
Yeah.
So I'm in there on the toilet straining for like 5 minutes, and I can't do anything because, like, I mean, reason one, like, I gotta glove up when I take a shit now and swirl around my asshole a bit.
That's not
No,
great.
no, not very good at all. I forgot my gloves, so I'm not gonna be doing any shits here.
Well, I'm sure they had.
Oh, we have gloves.
Oh, very, very nice.
Yeah.
Let me take a swig of mine.
Yeah, no, you're good. We're prepared.
Yeah, so after like 5 minutes, it's like, just come on out. I'll let you take a picture at home and send it to me. I'll give you my email. Oh. Finally get to send some nudes.
You're gonna send a picture of your butthole to his personal email address.
Yeah, so I go out there and I sit down and he just gives me a sheet of paper. It's like 30 grams of fiber circled. I'm like, well, I already eat like 35 to 40 grams of fiber a day. He's like, yeah, don't care what you eat. 30 grams of fiber supplement every day.
On top of
whatever I eat. And I mean, I don't need to eat, my regular like 35, 40 grams of fiber.
Well, you just need to have
But,
those supplements.
Yeah, he's like, the supplement is what you need.
Huh.
Gave me some Proctofoam.
Proctofoam.
That is exactly what it's called. Proctofoam.
What is Proctofoam? Is it like a?
Is it like a donut?
I thought it was a foam that you shoot up your ass. Because I watched a
That's
YouTube
immediately
video.
what I would think.
And in the YouTube video,
Like a moose.
yeah, you like pump this mousse into this little applicator, and then you shoot the applicator up your ass. But the foam I got says like external use only.
Yeah, so this just make your butthole cool down.
Yeah, which is weird to me because the outside of my butthole isn't the problem.
Well, if you want to get technical, the inside of your body the inside of your butthole is external. Because from your mouth all the way through to your butthole is just a hole that runs through your body.
That can be true, yes.
Yeah,
Humans are donut shaped.
Yeah.
We're just a very deformed donut.
There's a donut going bad. So yeah, I go home and I send him some pictures of my asshole. I'm like, dude, I don't know that you're even seeing what you need to see. I'm sorry about this shit. Because like,
That's this guy, man, you gotta be special.
hey, he emails me back. He's like, great pictures, Josh. Like, is this guy fucking taking the piss out of me?
Would you pay for them? Because this sounds like a revenue stream for me.
Like
you compliment him.
I'm wondering if the doctor's about to ask him for tokens in exchange for rating the pictures.
Yeah, right.
That's a thing they do.
I sent him these pictures, and then I went onto the patient portal. I'm like, well, let me see what's going on here, because I could have swore he was placing a prescription for this Proctofoam, but nobody ever put in the prescription.
Okay.
So I went on the patient portal, and I'm reading through all the notes, and he's like, I suspect the patient has a mucosal prolapse. The thing I told him he does not have, versus versus prolapsing internal hemorrhoids. So I'm like, why the fuck would you not tell me I have the thing that you said you doubt I have?
What's the difference?
I wonder if he maybe just wrote it backwards.
So I
He
guess
meant to say something else.
I don't know.
I doubt it.
I'm wondering if
Well, it does sound like.
Like, it sounds like he's saying, I think that he has the hemorrhoid, or has a prolapsed rectum as opposed to prolapsing hemorrhoids. But, like, he had originally said the prolapsed rectum, so maybe he meant to say, I was wrong the first time, I think he has the hemorrhoids rather than the prolapse.
I really don't know.
Yeah.
I think the difference between mucosal and rectum is like mucosal is the lining
Yeah.
and the rectum is your actual like
The connection.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Like part of your intestines.
So
Yeah.
would the lining be more like a fissure kind of deal?
No, it would just mean it ripped off the actual thing, and
Like-
now it's sagging around in there.
And how does that heal? Stitches? Like, how would you reattach that?
If that's what it is, surgery.
Yeah.
Like, and surgery does not sound fun.
Butthole surgery.
Nothing
not
but
sound
it's
fun.
fun, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I left there thinking like, well, why is this guy playing it up to me that I've just got hemorrhoids? And what he wrote in the thing was like, this guy's asshole might be fucked up. He's like, mucosal prolapse versus hemorrhoids, can't rule out full rectal prolapse.
Oh, jeez.
So I see that when I'm just looking for like, did this guy call in my medicine or not? I'm like, oh man, I gotta fucking stress about this until he emails me back.
Uh-huh.
And it's not like these pictures are great because, you know, you take a shit and you lean to the side and hope you get what the guy needs to see.
Yeah.
He
So you're
emailed
still
me
waiting.
back.
Oh, he
and-
did.
He did. He emailed me back and he said, I think you just have prolapsing internal hemorrhoids,
Okay.
which would be, I guess, a blood vessel that has just
Rupture, like,
gone
inflamed.
fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like a lot of blood vessels that have just gone fucking crazy, apparently. Crazy enough that, like, they'd now droop out of my ass when I take a shit.
Pretty crazy.
Hemorrhoids, you so crazy.
I mean, I emailed him back to try and clarify that and also be like, hey, you said you were calling in this prescription, right? Or did I misunderstand you? Was that an over-the-counter thing? Also, does this mean I do or don't have a mucosal prolapse or whatever? And he says he doesn't think I have a mucosal prolapse. So I'm like, well, why'd you fucking write it? And maybe this versus this means these are the two possibilities.
Yeah.
I don't know. But, I mean, the way I was reading it, it's like, I think he has this as opposed to this.
Yeah. That's how I read verses. But maybe doctors talk weird.
But yeah,
I can find out for you. I've been working hand in hand with a doctor
uh,
for the last couple of days. I can see what old
A butthole doctor?
no, but I can see if Dr. L can.
Because you want to make sure you wear gloves if you're going hand in hand with a butthole doctor.
He possibly arm wrestle and shit. I can see if he could fill me in on the verbiage that doctor uses in the notes. I mean, where it's a problem with doctor's notes, so maybe I can skim when he's sending me test cases.
this guy did have stereotypical bad doctor handwriting.
Another thing too is a lot of that. Wait, what? The note, was it text?
It was like a pamphlet where he circled things and then wrote everything else.
Oh, okay. Because a lot of the like our system and all that's they dictate it.
Mm-hmm.
So when you read notes, people complain that like they don't make any. We get complaints that notes don't make any sense because doctors are speaking it.
Yeah.
If they're not adept at it, then it doesn't read correct.
The notes in the portal may have been speech to text,
Yeah.
but the handout he gave me was shit he wrote on.
Okay.
No, so I'm...
Why didn't I guess hemorrhoids last week? A hemorrhoid would make sense.
I still don't know that it's a hemorrhoid.
Oh, no, I know, but I think
I would very much prefer that it's a hemorrhoid, but whatever the situation still fucking sucks.
Yeah,
'Cause,
it's
like,
not, either one's not great, but why didn't we guess hemorrhoid? Hemorrhoid would make sense more so
I
than-
think you did write hemorrhoid,
I
didn't
didn't know. I wrote polyps.
Polyps, yeah.
I mean,
I
my
remember
second guess would have been hemorrhoids
Yeah.
after taking too much dick in the ass.
If you wrote hemorrhoids, I would have been an optimist. And I'm like, yeah, Josh, I think you have hemorrhoids. Hemorrhoids don't cross my mind enough, I guess.
Well, and, I mean, when you hear hemorrhoid stories, you hear about people bleeding out the ass, and I'm not bleeding out the ass.
I am.
I mean, if you just, maybe. Here's hoping, right? Hoping for hemorrhoids.
It's
I mean, I don't know.
It's a weird game show.
What what's the treatment for a hemorrhoid other than just
suffer.
Yeah, you just wait till they go down and you keep.
Oh no, it's never gonna go down. Like it might. It might get slightly better, but like my ass is fucked now, basically. I deal with it until I can't deal with it anymore.
And then they remove or whatever.
Then yeah, I guess they would go in and staple shit up, or
Is that what they do?
that's one of the treatments for hemorrhoids.
Oh, staples, huh?
Yeah, like they staple it into you so it cuts off the blood supply and kills it, or they go in and they band it if it's small enough to still band.
Like a skin tag. And it just dies on the vine.
Or they they just fucking pull your asshole out. They cut the worst part off and they sew it to a better part.
I mean, I'm not saying that hemorrhoids are good. I'm just saying hemorrhoids make sense.
Well,
more so than
I mean,
shit so bad your asshole fell out.
Yeah.
It's the most preferable option.
Yeah. It's not a great option.
But yeah, everything's fucked.
Yeah.
Everything is fucked. Like when I farted earlier, I only farted because I don't know when I can fart anymore. Like if shit's in the way, that fart ain't coming out. That fart's going right back up through me and making me sick. It's like constant pain and nausea.
Yeah, that sounds like they need to tie some of them fuckers off.
Like I said, not every time, but like 9 out of 10 times, I gotta throw a glove on before I go to the bathroom and just fucking stick a knuckle in there and twirl it around my asshole. Do a little Magic Johnson. And then my asshole's like, oh, something's happening. I guess we can shit now. Which is pretty scary because he was like, yeah, so whatever's going on, it shouldn't be causing that. So you might have nerve damage. Talk to the neuro. Which is pretty fucking bad because it goes right back to having MS. Your asshole's stopping. Yeah, assholes stopping working. When an asshole stops working, that's another symptom of MS. So yeah, see the neuro and like, I think it's only no, that might be March.
Oh my god.
I don't know. I see so many fucking people now that I have no idea when actual appointments are. But yeah, it's like, hey, hope your asshole starts working again, because otherwise, nerve damage, potential autoimmune disorder, potential really, really bad autoimmune disorder. That you've got several other symptoms for.
Well, it seems unlikely that you have an undiagnosed autoimmune disorder, because usually you have more than one autoimmune disorder, and you'd think that we would have found one of them by now.
I have no faith in the medical system.
Okay, that's fair.
I really don't.
They haven't really done a whole lot to give you confidence lately.
In the last 6 months, like I used to think my doctor was incompetent, but I just dealt with it because doctors, it is what it is. It's easier than dealing with changing. Well, no, now I just think my doctor's incompetent because doctors are incompetent, because it's all a big fucking guessing game.
I don't know if the health system you're in isn't great.
I mean, I think UPMC has a decent reputation.
I don't think we really have a bad one around here. All three of the major ones are.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It is what it is, right?
I guess.
Like,
Can he give you technique? Like,
no, I'm watching I think she's from New Zealand, old lady from New Zealand on YouTube who tells me to go moo when I got a shit, so I don't force it.
you put horns up too.
Have you been doing it?
I've been trying, but I don't fucking think it's that helpful.
You gotta put the horns on. Pretend you're moose.
I feel like if that was a technique that worked, people would know about it, right?
Oh,
This wouldn't be funny to us. That would
moose-
just be how you
moose
poop.
technique?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure I'm just not doing it right because, like, I don't know. It's one of those people that deals with women who have like pelvic organ prolapses and shit, so they can't strain on the toilet. So she's supposed to be teaching them like breathing techniques to not strain, to like naturally relax everything. 'Cause I have no fucking clue what else to do at this point. Like, I mean, like I said, this guy has me drinking 30 grams of fiber a day on top of anything else I eat. And I will say this, like, I mean, maybe it's because my asshole's coming out of itself that there's not much of a mess, but like, when I wipe my ass, it's typically like 2-3 wipes and I'm clean. like the first wipe will get the actual shit. The second wipe's just like, yeah, we're cleaning up anything that's left smeared here, and the third wipe's bare.
It's the confirmation.
Well, that's
wipe.
good. Yeah.
So it's either all
Little wins.
fiber,
It's all about little wins.
because like fiber just fucking encases everything, and I just shit out gel basically now.
How that worked.
Hmm.
Like, fiber makes me think it would make something more fibrous, right?
Yeah, I see where you're getting with that.
This is my completely uneducated guess.
I'll tell you, it's fucking miserable for the mental health though. Because you're like, in the last 6 months, my body's failed me in like 4 or 5 ways now, and they're ways that aren't going to be getting better. It's just like, well, buckle up. Hope you die soon and don't live to see it get real ugly.
And you know what? Even that wouldn't be quite as bad if the doctors knew what they were talking about.
Yeah, it's fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Phenomena.
You were talking about staples.
Oh yeah, stapling an asshole.
That reminded me. But you really want to know how this ends, don't
I'm
you?
interested, yeah.
No, it just reminded me that we watched National Lampoon's Christmas recently.
We watch it all the fucking time.
Yeah.
That's one of my dad's favorite
It's
movies.
a good one.
Casey had never seen any of the National Lampoon like vacation movies.
Yeah.
So I downloaded Christmas and the original Vacation and I think maybe Vegas, maybe.
It was the first 3 or whatever, I think.
Oh, the only 3 worth watching.
Yeah.
Well, I think there might only be one more. Or, no, there's two.
There's
at least
a
2
new
more.
one.
Yeah.
I mean, like 2015.
Euro Vacation was not.
Yeah.
Honestly, the original and Christmas are the ones to watch. But yeah,
I always liked Vegas Vacation.
it was fun.
That was the first one I saw those, so I saw it at a time in my life where I probably didn't understand what good movies and bad movies were.
Yeah.
True. I don't know. I think Vegas is fun. But no, there was a
You
but
saw
there.
Christmas Vacation.
I saw
Staples.
Well, the Staples reminded me of it because he staples the lights all over the house,
Yeah.
and I'm like, did people actually used to do that? Like to put their Christmas lights up, just staple them to the house? And it turns out, yes, That's how you would do that.
I do it. I do it like 2. I do 2 of them
Yeah,
to hold it out on the
that makes a lot more sense.
thing, not
yeah.
the whole ceiling, not the
Yeah.
whole roof. I went all Christmas vacation on set. I was out there for like 3.5 hours.
Oh, I remember. Rusty, the son in the movie.
Yeah.
That's fucking Leonard
Yeah.
from Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
Never knew that.
Yeah.
And then I went and looked at who played the kids in the first Vacation, and Rusty was he's in all the John Hughes movies.
Anthony Michael Hall.
Yes, that was him.
And Ethan Embry played him in Vegas.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, they recast the kids every time,
Mm-hmm.
but the parents were always the same
Yeah.
people.
And then Ed Helms played him in the 2015 movie.
Really?
Oh, was Ed Helms like the grown-up version of him?
Mm-hmm.
I thought
Oh.
they just recasted Ed
No, I was
Helms
grown
as-
up Rusty.
Huh. That's cool.
It's that generation's Macbeth.
Oh.
You have to play Rusty in a vacation movie to really be considered a true actor.
I bet I could pull it off now. All you have to do is look at somebody slightly condescendingly. Like, you think they're an idiot, but you know they're trying. I do that at work every day, all day. Usually it's through a computer screen.
There are some moments in Christmas Vacation that still make me laugh.
Huh?
When he gets the jelly certificate or whatever, Cousin Eddie, like his immediate reaction cracks me up every time.
It's the gift that keeps giving
Yeah.
all year long.
Like as soon as he says jelly, he's like, you can see him in the background. I was like, that's fucking hilarious. He's immediately like, boy, I wish I got a Jelly of the Month club. That part always makes me laugh no matter what.
When he shows up in the movie,
Mhm.
Casey hadn't seen Vacation.
Okay.
So she had no reference for
Yeah.
who this person was. And she's like, I need you to tell me who that is. The movie's not going to tell me. And I'm like, that's his cousin-in-law?
Especially in the way he's introduced. Because
He's just there.
He's
Yeah.
just right beside him.
He's just there. And he's like, yeah, I'm here now. And Clark's like, okay, wow, I'm real surprised. And the movie just does literally nothing
Yeah,
to
they
explain
don't.
this. They really think that you saw that first movie.
Yeah.
Um,
But you know what? You don't really need to. I didn't see the first movie. I saw Christmas Vacation first, and I got the context.
I mean, you get
Yeah.
that he's that guy.
Yeah, like the context is enough.
I just remembered, though, that I didn't remember that he was his cousin-in-law at first. I thought he was his brother. And Casey was like, this guy, is he just the worst in like all ways? And I'm like,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah, no, he's the worst. Like, that's his character. He's the worst. And then Chevy Chase refers to him as his fucking cousin-in-law, and I'm like, oh my god, he's not even his brother. And she's like, nah, he's getting away with brother levels of bullshit right now. This is not cousin-in-law levels of bullshit.
Oh man, it bums me out that Randy Quaid turned out to be Randy Quaid.
Yeah, he's fucking nuts.
'Cause and the movies he's in are just so fucking hilarious. Randy Quaid is one of the best
Yeah.
character actors.
Sure.
It
Like,
is.
Yeah, we started watching it, and Casey's like, the only thing that I don't like going into this is Chevy Chase turned out to be
Piece of shit.
a huge
yeah.
piece of shit. And I'm like, yeah. And then Randy Quaid's name came up on the screen, and I'm like, oh fuck, Randy
yeah.
Quaid's in it too. That's right.
hold his beer.
Yeah.
She's like, whoa, Randy Quaid, and I'm like, yeah, but he's like just basically playing himself. No,
like,
he's playing a very toned
live-
down version.
Live stream himself getting a blowjob or something.
Oh yeah,
I think they were straight up fucking.
yeah, they were fucking too. It was fucking.
Yeah, he's like wanted now in the States, isn't he?
I think he's in Canada.
Yeah, he's in Canada.
He's
but
like
he
hiding
can't
in
come
Canada.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was he wearing a Reagan mask or an Obama mask or
I
something?
think
I think it was an Obama mask.
Yeah. It's just batshit.
Yeah.
Just complete batshittery. Usually, even when somebody's being kind of crazy like that, you can kind of see, like, where reality kind of became warped in their mind to the point that they would act the way that they're acting. Mm-hmm. Like, you kind of fall down like a little bit of a rabbit hole in your head, and suddenly you're living in a different world than everybody else. I can't get there with Randy Quaid. The things that he says and does don't make sense in any context.
Yeah. That was a real good Descendants song too, though. Christmas Vacation.
I'm not sure that I know that one.
It's the theme.
Yeah. Oh. It's the theme of me not knowing Descendants songs.
Oh, the theme to the movie.
Oh, it was the theme. Oh, for real? I didn't even notice that.
I mean, not in the movie. They didn't play the theme in the movie.
Oh.
They covered it.
Wait, so there was a theme to the movie, and then the Descendants covered
Christmas Vacation.
it. Okay.
Whatever it was.
I thought you said, this is a theme. Like, I don't think I know that song. Yeah, we know.
This is a theme, Doug.
We know, Doug.
I don't think it was a cover of the theme, was it?
Did they do
They're
the
not in
original
the movie.
theme?
It's a woman singing in the movie.
I didn't know they were actually connected.
Or did I just never hear them and just always assumed it was a cover? Like, did I never hear the Christmas Vacation song by the Descendants?
Yeah, that's not...
No, okay, I was confused. Okay.
I was trying to figure out.
Yeah, I was wrong. Yeah, it's on I Don't Want to Grow Up. I don't know what I was thinking. I heard a cover randomly. I guess MXPX covered Franco Un-American in 2019 and updated the lyrics. It was pretty fun. It's talking about, then I read the YouTube comments, now I'm always depressed. Want to climb the wall and hang out with the Mexicans. It's pretty clever. I think. So, a couple weeks ago, this was preempted by Liza's story, which takes precedent, obviously.
Oh my god, yeah.
But
I hope we hear about Liza again someday.
Maybe she'll be
on the news.
Maybe. So I came across a podcast interview with Goody Hook. It's pretty eye-opening, actually. I fucking knew it.
Oh, did you find Christ?
No.
Oh, okay.
I knew that these guys weren't all sunshine and rainbows on tour.
Really?
Not the hookers. The Supertones. Big streakers, those Supertones.
Yeah.
Big time streakers.
I mean, that's as wild as it gets in the Christian rock band life.
It was the singer of the band Stavesacre.
Oh my god!
Did a podcast, and they with one of the guys from Goody Hook, and they did they were talking about, and I think I saw this tour, just from the context that they were putting it in, but I don't remember the Supertones piece, so maybe I didn't. But it was like Supertones, Stavesacre, and Goody Hook, and there was a very clear distinction where like nobody in that crowd wanted any band but the Supertones. It was like all the Christian kids they were like getting so annoyed with all the Christian kids with their little suits because they're ska.
Oh my god!
I guess at some point
I'd have gone to that show back in the day too, but I would have left if I saw that.
I guess at some point it became like they had to have a meeting with like the booking agency or whatever because They got so tired of it. I guess on stage, one of the stage singer guys looked at the kid in the crowd that was giving them shit. Was like, "Suck my dick, ska boy." They were like, "Okay, look."
Look, you can't be saying shit like that. Maybe we should get booked with other punk bands.
It was really like interesting to hear Goaty Hook talk about like how much they hate Banana Man as a record.
The whole record?
Yeah.
Why?
Mostly because they said the production's bad.
They're right, but...
And more so like...
That's why the Hidden doesn't release anything.
more so it was like, they were like, you have to put out a second record. And they were barely prepared to do so. So they just put it out, and that's why you have 4 of the same song on the record.
Yeah.
You know, like...
I liked Banana Man, though.
It's the weakest link for me
Sure.
of all of their stuff. And then they were, like, talking about how they just... I think they were so influential in that scene that they became... Like, they did the goofy, zany thing, and then every other band started doing. They were like, well, now, like,
Yeah, who are we now?
like they said that the reason they kind of switched gears was like they watched Squad 5 go out there and do the whole zany arena rock thing, and they were like, that's what we were gonna do. And then when they put out 2 Years to Never, a more like a serious record, nobody liked it, and they were like, well, fuck. And they said they played a show in a cornfield, which is so Christian punk. They were on a flatbed, and they were like, they couldn't see the crowd at all, and they were like, we played our asses off, and then the lights came on, nobody there.
Oh, man.
It's like, oh, that sucks.
I hope somebody recorded it. I'd love to watch that concert. Especially if they kept recording when the lights came up.
You talked about Supertones streaking. And it just reminded me, like... I was such a good mooner back in the day.
Yeah, you were.
Like, I pulled off some really great moons. And I had a great ability for not being mooned. Like, I could see it coming.
You totally did.
I knew when the setups were, and I'm like, you're not gonna fucking get me.
Yes,
and
you did.
It didn't get me. And it is even to the point where, like...
Oh, I got him.
Oh, you did get me. Like, but then I think, like, even Skippy got in on it. And I'm like, you're not gonna fucking get me. And now, like, 20 years after the fact, I'm thinking, like, I had a chick showing me her asshole.
Yeah, you
like,
probably should have.
You're not gonna get me. You didn't get me, ha ha ha. Boy, I fucking won. But I'll tell you who fucking won. This guy fucking got me.
You know how you get someone that you can't get? You change the rules of the game.
It was the all-time. Because, I mean, we're all just over at Ken's house, and Bev's in the room, too.
Well, it ain't nothing she hasn't seen before.
Yeah, you gotta take every advantage you can in this game.
Like, Ken left the room, and he came back, and he walked past me, and his ass was right there, because he cut the fucking back of his pants out. And I just had to sit there like, yeah. Fucking, hey.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Well, you got him.
That's right.
That's one way to do it. That might be the only way to do it.
Exactly. You gotta change the rules of the game.
He's not expecting the unexpected.
Never expected that one coming.
Yeah. Nope. Goddamn, boy. You cut your pants up to show me your ass.
Oh man, I remember doing that, just giggling. Like I'm gonna like holding this assless pants up, being like, hee, I'm gonna get him.
Well, it was worth it though, right?
Yeah. Oh man, I forgot about that. Yeah, I did.
Oh man.
Do you remember when you mooned those kids at the Taco Bell and you were like, drive.
You
I
didn't.
just sat there. Didn't you have pink eye? Or was that a different time? At that
Maybe not
Taco
that
Bell?
time, but yeah.
Whatever, let's just hang out while you have pink eye. Is that something people do?
But I mean, it's not like we were rubbing your eyeballs together,
Yeah.
or it wasn't like I was wiping my eye goo all over your thing. I did at that venue we were at.
Yeah. The Dillsburg Fire Hall.
No, it was
It wasn't?
no, it was when we saw Joe Allen's boyfriend's band.
Oh, at The Wire.
Was that The Wire?
Yeah, that's the only time
Yeah,
I ever saw that
okay.
was at The Wire.
Which boyfriends and which band?
Elton.
Suture Seven.
Suture 7, yeah.
Oh,
She was
Jesus.
fucking pissed at me. Because they were really bad. And I said I didn't like them.
What are you supposed to say? You supposed to lie?
I don't know that I can make this a weekly thing again because it's pretty tough to dig up these headlines.
Yeah.
We still got a lot of stupid shit.
Yeah.
But, gentlemen, I've got Florida.
Oh
Uh-oh.
shit! All right.
Spock, take a look at this subspace news article. Some fool blew his own face off while cleaning a loaded phaser.
Fascinating, Captain. Was it someone aboard the Enterprise?
No, Spock, it happened in Florida.
Do we even remember who won last time?
No, we don't. I think we probably passed the...
It is the red meat babyface. He is
Okay.
our...
but don't we have, like, a title defense?
Alright, so the title is vacant.
Yeah, we have, like,
We'll
a
put it up
vacancy
for,
role. Or
Really?
something.
sure.
You have to defend it with, like, in a month?
Because Bruce took it back to LA.
Yeah.
Didn't defend it for like 5 years.
Yeah, so we made it a month or something like that. But has it actually been that long since we had a podcast? Or it's been that long since we did Florida?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a
Shit.
while. since
Now, I
we've done
imagine I mean, we haven't actually had a contest. I'll relinquish. Clean slate.
All right.
Florida 2.0
Florida. Clean slate.
is a new belt for Ron DeSantis.
You guess first, and I'll guess
Darth-
the exact same thing you did.
Darth Santis.
No one will ever have this title again.
Headline
Darth
number 1.
Santis?
Yeah.
No.
Our states.
Oh.
I forgot I'd lead with that.
Yeah.
Our states this week are, of course, Florida, Texas, and Alabama.
Of course. All right.
Headline number 1. Man dancing on top of 18-wheeler dies after slamming into bridge.
Who'd have thought? Fucking dumbass.
Was that like some kind of publicity stunt?
I doubt it.
It's either like, hey, we're gonna drive around on this 18-wheeler to get the word out about like Bill's Ham and Beans or something, or some guy high on crank climbed up there and decided to dance and died in the process.
Headline number 2. Racist councilman is under arrest after slugging black mayor outside of City Hall.
Pow! Get up, we got work to do.
Right? Damn.
No, he's not racist because he slugged a black guy. He's racist because he went on an N-word laced tirade prior to slugging the mayor.
So did the mayor deserve the punch?
I don't know.
Definitely didn't deserve the
Didn't
N-word.
deserve the N-word.
Didn't deserve the
Yeah.
end. Could have deserved the punch.
Yeah.
Final headline. Woman who laced wedding lasagna with weed is being sued by a guest for marijuana poisoning.
Marijuana poisoning?
Wedding lasagna.
That was marijuana gifting.
Yeah, right.
You got free weed.
So, correct me. To get marijuana into food, typically it's added to butter, and then that is added.
Some kind of fat, so they could have used like oil or something.
Or the cheese.
Never had weed cheese.
Weed cheese.
I'd eat weed cheese though. I'd eat any cheese. Maybe not dick cheese.
No, that's gross.
That's pretty gross.
That's awful.
Yep.
Well, as our relinquishing champion,
Okay, I'm gonna put the punch in.
Right? What state elected a black mayor? And also a racist councilman.
That's Florida. I mean, no, that's I'll put that in Texas. The other two is where I'm having trouble.
Yeah.
I'll put the dancing on the truck in Alabama and the weed lasagna in Florida.
and Doug.
Okay. I'm also going to put dancing on the truck in Alabama. But I will put the weed lasagna in Texas. And the other one in Florida. What was the other one again?
The racist councilman.
Yeah, that one. I'll put that one in Florida.
Well, one of you got one right. In fact, no. Just one right.
The other person didn't get any right?
Yeah,
Oh.
So Alabama was completely wrong.
Was the one that was right even a Florida?
it was.
Oh.
Okay.
So, our winner, and once again, Butterweight champion of the world, is the Red Meat Babyface.
All right.
So, Florida was our wedding lasagna. Texas was the 18-wheeler.
Marijuana poisoning isn't even a thing.
The Alabama Bama. That was Alabama.
The Bama.
Alabama hammer.
The Alabama Hammer. That's what Alex Story calls his dick.
Right? I'm sure he does. Yeah, that's.
He's not that clever. He probably calls it the Alabama Weasel or something.
This is the Alabama dick.
He calls it Satan's Claw. And that's why he sings that song about blood on Satan's Claw.
That's a movie. That's
Oh, yeah?
deep.
What's it called? Blood on Satan's Claw? Oh. It's not a very good movie title. Is it about that?
I don't know, it's a Hammer horror movie.
Is
So.
it about Alex Story's dick?
Did you know? Yes.
They made a Hammer movie out of Alex Story's dick
starring Christopher Lee.
as Alex Story's dick.
Who's what's his name?
Oh, I don't want
Brain
to cough.
animal.
My asshole will come out.
Oh.
Peter Cushing. Thank you. I saw a video on Twitter. Apparently, he was a big time wargamer.
Peter Cushing?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a video of him sitting in an ascot painting his little miniatures. I was like, well, I don't feel so goofy.
But there's a video of him entering the cage to take on the Road Warriors and Dusty Rhodes. War games! War games!
In an ascot.
When Peter Cushing played war games, though, he was playing you were reenacting a battle of
Yeah, they were
it was like a Napoleonic
horses.
wars
Yeah,
kind
he was
of.
playing Warhammer.
Yeah. I would have loved
That would have been amazing.
to see Peter Cushing rolling with some orcs.
All right, gentlemen. I do have a joke of the week for us.
Here, in its natural habitat, on a tiny islet off the coast of Belgium, we observe the majestic and elusive joke of the week.
How does a uterus prefer its eggs?
Over easy?
Over easy.
Oh no! Oh no!
Funny joke.
I hate that one so much. I
No,
hate
you
it.
don't.
No, I really do. I do actually have an actually. If you guys want to do one,
Oh shit.
We'll roll out with an actually.
and a fart.
Hold up.
I'm jealous.
Oh Oh, I'm making a mess. Ken, can you get this out?
Oh. What the fuck?
It's a music box. This is some Five Nights at Freddy's shit. Oh, Jesus. The box opening is like a drum roll.
Wiggles 3D.
Yeah, that's the name of the company that made it. Never heard of them before, though. So, we'll just take one of these bad boys.
Okay.
This question, or this statement, is about Mortal Kombat 3. In the 1995 video game Mortal Kombat 3, characters can perform animalities as a finisher, in which the character temporarily transforms into an animal and dispatches their opponent. For example, Nightwolf transforms into a wolf, Scorpion transforms into a scorpion, and Johnny Cage transforms into a kangaroo.
Oh, shit. Actually, Johnny Cage transforms into a bear?
Incorrect.
Actually, animalities weren't added into Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3.
Incorrect.
I'm out.
Huh?
I don't think Nightwolf turned into a wolf. I don't know what he turned into, though.
He turned into a wolf.
Did he?
Yep.
Okay.
That was
Sense, but...
that was the only animality that made any sense.
Well, Scorpion turned in... If Nightwolf turned into a wolf, then I'm sure Scorpion turned into a scorpion. Johnny Cage...
I don't remember what he turned into. I know it wasn't a kangaroo.
It's because nobody played Johnny Cage. Actually, Johnny Cage wasn't in Mortal Kombat 3.
Incorrect.
Yeah.
Johnny Cage actually turned into a kangaroo in Mortal Kombat.
What?
3. Yeah. Yeah, he turned into a fucking kangaroo, and he would just, like, punch the other person.
That is that's why nobody played Johnny Cage.
Okay, so wait. It said animalities, right?
Yep.
Okay. That's what they were called. They weren't called bestialities.
They were not! Although you know somebody pitched it.
Yeah.
They were like, these kids don't know what bestiality
Yeah.
means. And the ones that do will just think it's funny.
Wait, what year?
1995. That wasn't actually part of the statement, though.
Oh, okay.
It's just informing. Like, if you said Mortal Kombat 3 and somebody was like, what is it, Mortal Kombat 3, the
Or
game? Or was
Ultimate.
it, like, the third Mortal Kombat movie?
Okay.
I'll give you a hint. It was Scorpion does not turn into a scorpion.
Oh.
Oh.
Do you know what he does turn into?
Dragon?
No, that was Liu Kang.
Yep, that's Liu Kang.
Oh.
Well, although that was a fatality. I don't even think he turned into a dragon for his animality.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I don't know what he turned into.
No, I think there was a fatality in Mortal Kombat 2.
Oh, and
it
then
was
it was an animality.
in Mortal Kombat 3.
That makes sense. Want me to tell you?
Yeah.
Sure.
Scorpion turns into a penguin.
What?
Fuck you.
Shiva turns into a scorpion. And Reptile turns into a chimpanzee. Fuck you, Mortal Kombat
Yeah.
3. I like these cards, though, because they give you any information you might need. Like, if there's any ambiguity, right there it says 1995 video game. It has the section where the error is in highlighted on the card and tells you the answer, the correct answer, and then it gives you, like, bonus trivia to share with the group afterwards. It's cool. It's kind of cool.
All right, there you go.
That's the home game.
All right, well, and with that, thanks for listening.
But you cannot fuck around with...
You're fired, Adam. You're all washed up in this business.